Hello friends, Joe from Joe K Models here. Okay, so now that I have my pre-shading all taken care of, I am now adding on the base colors of the sky on the bottom and the earth brown on the top side. And I'd like to go over these with very fine layers so that I can control how much of that pre-shading will show through or not. So just a lot of patience here and really kind of studying the way that everything is coming through. This, in my opinion, is one of the more exciting parts of the build just because you get to see all of that hard work that you did with the assembly and cleanup start to pay off, the pre-shading coming through. So I really enjoy when you start putting on these colors. And then I just want to make sure that I seal my work with some future there. And I like to do that just because when I'm masking and putting tape on there, if I have that protective coat on it, I feel like it doesn't have as much of a chance of when I pull the masking off of disturbing the paint job. So that's why I do that step. And now getting into the base colors, we have to mix some different colors together. For that earth color, it's XF52 5 parts and XF49 1 part. So I've got all my materials here I like to use. I have a container for the paint, the thinner, something to also mix them, of course, and my water to rinse out my mixer. And I just keep this pretty simple. I just squeeze out how many times I want of each color. In this case, XF52, I'm going to do 5 parts, and then the XF49 1 part. If I wanted to make double the batch, I would just multiply those by 2 and do 10 parts for the one and then 2 parts for the other. And then once the 2 colors are in the container, I just use the squeezer to put in at least 50% of the thinner. I actually like to do a little bit more than 50%. I might do 1 or 2 extra squeezes in there just so that it's really thin for the airbrush. And with that, I have my container of paint for the earth color, and I just shake that up really good. And I like to also mark them up as well as what the color is and the parts for it, just in case I want to create more at a later time. I'll have all of that marked down. And from there, nothing left to do but to put that paint into the airbrush and with some very light coats add that color onto the aircraft. And again, I'm just putting on very lightly just so that I can control how much of that pre-shading is going to show through. And again, I really love this part because the airplane's coming to life with the actual colors that, you know, these brave men flew these planes in. So just always a very cool moment. Well, that's all the time that we have today. Thank you so much for watching the video. This is Joe from Joe K Models.